Let's solve this question where we have to minimize this expression x minus 1 plus x minus 2 till x minus 17. This expression has 17 small modulus function, and it's not very easy to break down the function into x greater than 1 and x less than 1 and so on, because you'll get a lot of conditions and it will become very cumbersome to solve. So how do we solve these kind of questions? For solving this, first thing you need to understand is that mod x minus 1 can also be looked at a function which determines the distance of the point x from point 1. For example, if this is my number line, I'm sorry for the slanted line, but assume it's a horizontal line, and this is x and this is 1, x minus 1 can be seen as the distance between these 2 points. And since it's modulus, it will never be negative, which is correct for a distance. So once you get that concept, it's very easy to see how to solve this. So you see 1 to 17. This is our number line. These are 1 to 17, and this is x. The expression that we have is the sum of the distance of point x from all these points. So the above expression is a sum of this distance, which is x minus 1 mod, this is x minus 2 mod, this is x minus 3 mod, and so on. So what we need to minimize is this distance. Let's see what happens when we move x closer to these points. As x moves in this direction, this distance starts going down, right? So all the distances go down, and the function, which is the sum of the distances, will also go down. So we are sure that fx, which we need to minimize, is going down. What happens when x crosses 1 and reaches here? Now it's between 1 and 2. What will happen is the first expression, which is x minus 1 mod, which is the distance of the point from 1, that is going up. But the other 16, the distance is still going down. So for one function, the distance is going up. For other 16, the function distance is going down. Overall, you would notice that fx is still going down because 16 is much greater than 1. And since the coefficient is the same, the increase in 1 will be compensated by the decrease in 16. What if x crosses 2 and reaches here? Now 2 expressions have started increasing while 15 are decreasing. Still, moving to the right is better because more expressions are decreasing and only few are increasing. What happens when we cross 8? Now we have crossed 8. If we move further to the right, 8 distances will go up, which is from x minus 1 to x minus 8. But 9 distances will go down, which is x minus 9 to x minus 17. Still, we should keep moving to the right. But as soon as you cross 9, the opposite will happen. Now, there are 9 expressions which are going up and only 8 which are going down. So overall, your fx would start increasing. So your fx would be minimum at x equal to 9. So you can substitute x equal to 9 in the expression and get the value, which will be the minimum value. Now, once you know this concept, you should also try what would have been the answer if the expression went only till x minus 16. If we hadn't had this part to the question, then how would you have solved it? It requires a bit more thinking, but try that on your own. Also, I won't expect such a question to come in CAT because it requires it requires a knowledge of one concept which is not very common, and CAT generally asks questions which requires more conceptual things than a tip or a trick. Secondly, it's a bit too difficult if somebody doesn't know how to solve it, and CAT generally has stayed away from such questions. It asks difficult questions on basic concepts. So I would be extremely surprised if such a question comes in the exam, but since you're preparing, it's good to prepare for such questions as well.